There is time to be born and also a moment where one would bid farewell to this world. What happens next is how to share the property, asset, and other forms of wealth a deceased left behind. Oftentimes, sharing of the deceased wealth among the heirs becomes a problem due to many factors. Meanwhile, many believe that with the will written by the dead persons make distribution of the wealth easier.
It is good to write a will before your death so that the children you leave behind and other people that will be behind you, they can able to benefit from whatever you've left behind.
But for us in Africa, people see it as if you are writing a will, you are going to die tomorrow, or if you are writing a will, you are praying for yourself to die. No, a will is just a document that in case of anything that happens, one should be able to say that, okay, fine, I have 3 wives. My first wife will take this house. My second wife will take this business. My third wife will take this car. It's simple. Or my children, I have 5 children. This one will take this property. Maybe I might have a house in Abuja, in Kaduna, in the village, in Lagos. Then you just directly spread these properties to them without any form of franco.
I think it's a good thing, but we are actually guided by our religion as a Muslim. Allah has already shared the will or inheritance in the Quran. So if you have daughters or sons, you know the share they are supposed to get. And the parent also, we know the share that they are supposed to get. It's stated in the Quran. However, there are some exceptions where one can actually write a will, now giving some part of his wealth to a member of his family or non-member. It is not prohibited, but it shouldn't be that you take all your wealth and give it out, forgetting your heirs.
When a will is written, one can also nominate guardian for the children, dependents or pets. Myths and other cultural practices have sometimes override the will written by the deceased in the family.
Had instances of a wife whereby her husband will just die. Peradventure there is no will, and then the properties of that person will come and be taken over by his brothers or his siblings. And then they will leave his children, biological children, and his wife with nothing. So if you have a legal document, they will just go to the court of law and say, okay, this is what our father left for us. And all of those properties will be repatriated. So it's always good.
This culture, at least to a certain extent, should be set aside. How can a father or a husband to a wife who have worked tirelessly, have left something for at least for his children, immediately after his demise, someone will come from nowhere simply because he's a relative of him or whatever, will now come and hijack everything and left the children at the mercy of God and the mercy of other people, which does not speak well.
While one cannot rewrite someone's will after they have died, the law does not permit any other person to change the existing will. Bella Musa, Trust TV News Kaduna.